Good morning, everyone. Triple T here with the Open Mic PHALA Thailand YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. It's Sunday all day long here in Phala, Thailand. June 20th. 28 degrees Celsius. We've had a little rain overnight, not too much, but yeah, I got out early this morning having my coffee and seen the sky clearing to the east, and I thought, oh wow, what a beautiful sunrise. But I kind of lost most of the golden color before I could get the gear ready to go live. But anyway, thanks for coming in. There's David R. Salastikara. Good morning, David. AC, good morning. Good vibes, AC. Jeff Johnson, hello, sir. Thank you for coming in, guys. Yeah, I really haven't done a live show in a while, so thought I'd go live this morning. Give everybody a chance to kind of come in and say hello and check on one another. Completely unannounced, so nobody had any notification. Hey, looky there, there's Tony from Phang Na. Good morning, Bad Badger. Thanks for coming in. I tell you what, man, I'm just feeling very fortunate this morning. Of course, I kind of feel that way every day waking up here in Thailand, but guys, it was a lot of work to open a business abroad. I'm not even gonna underplay that. It was a lot of work for the licensing, registration, corporation, work permits, shareholder, tax ID documentation, Social Security tax on your employees, insurance on your employees, income tax on myself. It was a lot of work. And then, you know, most of you know that followed the channel early on, we just rented a property to open the business. My wife and I have talked about having a business for her. My wife's only 39 years old, so she really enjoys working. And so we had talked about it over the years, but because of the pandemic that occurred in March of 2020, it really left us with nothing to do. I mean, we had a big trip planned to the United States. It's going to be my wife's first trip to America with me, and we were going to stay a couple of months, rent an RV. I've got 4 daughters, 11 grandchildren, so all over the Ozarks of the Midwest, from Kansas City down to Arkansas. And there's just a lot of beautiful Corps of Engineer campgrounds, beautiful clear water lakes. So that was our plan, just kind of hang out at the lakes and the campgrounds and entertain different groups of grandchildren, right, for several days at a time. And I'm sure a lot of you probably had big plans like that in the summer of 2020. That's when we were planning on going. And of course, everything changed when this pandemic was announced, and Thailand announced the emergency decrees going back to March 26, 2020. So for those of you that are unaware of what happened on the ground here during that first wave, as you might say, the national government just ordered, you know, what they call an emergency decree. So this was nationwide here in Thailand. There wasn't a whole lot of autonomy for each governor of the 77 provinces. Everyone basically had to go by the orders of the national emergency decree. So that involved closing all of the beach, all of the parks, even outdoor exercise equipment. Everything was shut. So basically, instead of following through to finalize my wife's spousal visa to go to the United States, because the U.S. Embassy sent most of its personnel home and had very limited services, so we knew that was not going to happen. And then it became very apparent that international plane travel was not going to happen. So, you know, we were just sitting here bored out of our minds, basically. I mean, all of the things that we took for granted, the freedoms, just going to the beach, going to your favorite restaurants, all that was gone, right? In an instant, everything had changed. So that is why we decided to open the open mic at PHALA. If it were not for the pandemic, it probably wouldn't have happened, at least at this stage. It might have happened later. Again, my wife's only 39, so she's looking forward to, you know, 15, 20 years of work. She really enjoys work, so to have your own business is something you can take a lot of pride in, you know. So that kind of gives you the backstory, and that's why I felt like I wanted to go live, because we do have a lot of new subscribers, new viewers to the channel that maybe don't go back and, you know, watch old videos and stuff when we built the bar and did all the work that we needed to do to get the place open. But we got the bar open on August 29, 2020. So this was after most of the restrictions had been lifted. Businesses were reopened, all the beaches were opened. Basically nobody was even wearing masks anymore. You know, Thailand just really wasn't affected that much by the first wave. So we weren't naive. We were opening a post-pandemic, kind of semi-post-pandemic business, because the future was still kind of rather uncertain, right? So we weren't naive about what we were doing with our investment, and we certainly didn't expect, you know, immediate gratification by having a profitable business. That's just not the way the world works, and especially during, you know, these extraordinary circumstances that we were opening a business in. But anyway, we were open August 29th, and then I believe our first shutdown occurred around the first week of December 2020. So that was kind of a second wave. We actually had a lot of local transmission here in Rayong province. That wave was basically attributed to immigrant workers, was kind of the first cluster or whatever. And a lot of those immigrant workers were transported over here to Rayong as well. And then there was some headline news in Thailand about gambling dens, which gambling of all forms are illegal in Thailand. So I guess there was some of that going on in Rayong, and there were some clusters attributed to that. So anyway, the second wave, instead of it being, you know, national orders per se, it was our governor, right, that basically ordered the closure of all bars, entertainment venues, right? And that's all we were. We were just a nightclub from 6 to 10 through the week, 6 to midnight on the weekends. And, you know, we had live music, we had special guest performers at the grand opening. LJ Esquire was, you know, kind enough to come and jam with us. And we've had a lot of local musicians since then. A lot of great Thai people that came and plugged in a guitar or whatever. So, you know, we were doing pretty good as a young business, and then boom, you know, first week of December 2020, we had to close it all down. So we had nothing else going. We had plans on having a breakfast restaurant. That was always in the plan. So what we did, because we were completely shut down, right? We had no business whatsoever. We're not really a dinner restaurant, so we couldn't really operate without the entertainment, the alcohol, the music, right? So we just geared up to try to get the breakfast restaurant open. I'd already purchased a lot of equipment for the kitchen, but we needed more. So bought an oven for 20,000 baht, but you know, a lot more equipment, getting things set up. And then I was insistent that our American breakfast menu have all authentic photos of our food on the menu, right? Because the menu is just in English. We didn't want to go to the trouble of put everything in Thai as well. So we wanted to give the visual of the actual food for people to order, right? So that took me probably at least 2 weeks to get all those photos for the menu. We gave away all the food during that time. We had people come in and we just gave the food away, and then I carried it around to neighbors and across the road at the store. And just having a lot of people weigh in on their opinions of our American breakfast. And we have some blended Thai American style menu options as well. So anyway, with persistence, we were able to open the breakfast restaurant on Christmas Day 2020. We had a grand opening. We gave away free food to everyone in need. Of course, we didn't film any of that. I just don't think it's a good idea to film people that, you know, might be in a food line. I just don't think it's a great thing to do. But anyway, we did have quite a bit of participation in the community with the grand opening on Christmas Day. And so that basically was all we had. So we had a breakfast restaurant from 7 to noon, right? And we were still waiting to get the final restrictions lifted so we could reopen the nightclub. And the nightclub had become pretty popular. We had a majority of local Thai as customers, but also a lot of international expats from all over the world. Obviously, international tourism was never our goal as a targeted customer base. Of course, we're going to welcome a lot of international tourists when that time becomes available, but we're lucky we live in a very affluent part of Thailand. Basically, this is kind of the Silicon Valley of Thailand. It's the highest per capita income in all of Thailand. So we knew our local customer base was strong, and there's also a tremendous amount of expats right here in Ban Chong, Rayong. For those of you that aren't familiar with this area, Ban Chong is the first city when you enter Rayong province from Chonburi. So everyone's familiar with Pattaya, Jomtien, Bang Sare, Sattahip, all of those beautiful areas of Chonburi, right? Well, when you exit Chonburi, headed east or southeast, here in the eastern region of Thailand, you come into Rayong, you cross that provincial border. The very first town is Ban Chong. So the Utapao International Airport, the official name is Utapao Rayong / Pattaya International Airport. That is in Phala Ban Chong, is where the airport's located at. Now you actually have to enter the airport at Sattahip in Chonburi. So a lot of people think the airport's in Chonburi because that's where you enter the departure gates, but it's actually located in Phala. So we were really confident that, you know, over time we could build a good customer base. So that leads us to about mid-February 2021. We were able to reopen the nightclub. So even though we'd only operated as a breakfast restaurant only for December, January, so a little over 2 months, we had no nightclub. We had a big 2021 New Year's party planned. We had an outstanding female vocalist booked from Pattaya, just amazing vocalist. We had a local lead guitarist was also going to be there. So we had 40 RSVP for the New Year's party. We were going to do another big barbecue buffet style, all you can eat out in the beer garden, similar to what we did on the grand opening. But all of that was canceled, right? So we finally reopened the nightclub in mid-February. So for the first time since we opened the big business on August 29th, here we are in, I think it was February 18th was the grand reopening of the nightclub. So for the first time, we actually had the nightclub and the breakfast restaurant operating simultaneously, because that's really all we wanted to be. We didn't want to be a lunch, you know, midday restaurant. We're open air. We're not an air-conditioned, closed environment. So we wanted to be the nightclub, and then people could come back and have breakfast in the morning, you know. So basically, bar and grill plus breakfast. That was the idea. So we operated as both a bar and grill plus breakfast business from about February 18th till the first week in April. And then I think a lot of you are familiar with what happened in the first week of April 2021. We began a third wave. The cluster originally started in the entertainment districts of Bangkok and was right before the Songkran, the Thai New Year. So this has probably been the most difficult shutdown for businesses here in Thailand. This one has gone on for quite a while, right? Since the first week of April, and now we're into late June already, right? 20th of June. So from what we're hearing from our local government officials, it will likely be October before the nationwide orders of, dine-in, alcohol, karaoke, billiards, all those kind of things will be allowed to reopen. So once again, we're focused on one half of our business, which is the authentic, homemade American breakfast. And we do have some English breakfast, off-menu stuff. We try to do custom orders for customers. But the main thing is the authentic, homemade American breakfast, which to me, and I'll be here in Thailand full time 6 years come October 2021. It'll be a full 6 years that I've lived here. And I would have to say that the American breakfast is probably one of the most rarest cuisines in all of Thailand. And I lived in Bangkok, or the suburbs of Bangkok, for 6 months when I first arrived in Thailand. So if you Google American breakfast in Thailand, you usually come up with like a McDonald's or something, right? There's a lot of English breakfast, a lot more Europeans have been long stay expats in Thailand. I think a lot more so than the Americans. And of course, the Americans have a relationship that goes back with Thailand for many, many, many years, especially during the Vietnam era, as most of you know. But and there are a lot of American entrepreneurs here with various kinds of businesses. Now, whether or not they've ever opened an authentic American breakfast restaurant, maybe there has been such a thing and I just have never heard of it. But now we know the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say. So we're gonna continue to operate. We expanded our breakfast hours until 3 p.m., so kind of an all-day breakfast, 7 to 3 p.m. We were also doing lunch specials like, homemade Yankee pot roast, homemade shepherd's pie, homemade pulled pork with homemade buns. Again, emphasis on homemade, right? We do everything from scratch. So, we're doing quite a bit of lunch specials too, but even that is not something we're trying to do too much of just because of the circumstances. We still have a good breakfast business. We're very fortunate. We've established a great customer base, regular customers. I'm going to guess, Nina and I are going to sit down and make a list, but I'm going to guess that we have a solid 100 to 150 regular customers at the open mic for breakfast. Now, we had a lot of regular customers for the nightclub because we're kind of a family style nightclub, no TVs, anything, just a great place for people to meet up, have adult beverage, some appetizers, some dinner specials, bring the kids. We got some games for kids. The kids like to sing karaoke and stuff as well, right? So, but obviously, a lot of those customers, not really the same customer base as we have for breakfast. You know what I mean? You get a different clientele for a breakfast restaurant than what you would have for a nightclub. So, anyway, that kind of updates everybody that's new to the channel, and maybe even those that have been following the channel for a while, the obstacles that we've had to overcome. But we feel very, very fortunate that we've got so many great customers. And the great, most exciting thing is we get new customers all the time. Yesterday we had a great American man from Florida on his motorcycle with his lady. His lady is Filipina, and she's an English teacher. So great couple. And then we had another American, believe it or not, from Kansas City. So he pinned the map. Him and I are the only two pins in Kansas City. He just showed up randomly yesterday. He's a business owner, does a lot of imports and exports out of Bangkok. And so great to have him, just a brand new customer. I mean, we had a brand new Thai family in yesterday. So it's really exciting, you know, when you get to new customers and you ask them, how did you find us? And most of the time it's a referral from a friend. Some of the time it's a Facebook group where they saw one of our posts or something. And then other times it's the Google map, which is very, very helpful to be on the Google map. I get emails from Google about the progress of our Google map location, and I believe 1 month we had like 12,000 views on the Google map, right? So, you know, there's a lot of different avenues that people can find your business, whether they follow Facebook groups or you know, just happen to do a search on Google Map when they're in the area, or also the YouTube channel. Got a lot of people that follow the YouTube channel that none of us know because they never comment. A lot of these guys and gals are in the oil and gas industry, been in Thailand, in and out of here for years. You know, oil workers, engineers, and we've got the big MIC PHALA industrial complex right down the road here from Ban Chang. So there's a lot of high-paying jobs there, a lot of history of foreigners that come in and out of this area working at MIC PHALA in the several different industries there. We had a great group of Belgians that were regulars at the bar every night, but they were only in country about a month, and they serviced the equipment that Thailand purchased from Belgium. It's industrial bagging for, you know, exported rice and stuff like that. So they have to come over here and service, you know, those big industrial machines and stuff like that. So anyway, you know, I just felt like, you know, during this little short live stream, and I'm not going to keep you too long, just kind of show you, you know, the beautiful view that we have here from our home, and give you guys, you know, kind of all of an update, because, you know, I know there's been, you know, a little bit of tribulation and some drama going on, and, you know, that's just part of being on social media. But I hope that, you know, by hearing up to date and kind of some history of what we've been through, that all of you will understand why I went ahead and changed the channel name to the Open Mic PHALA. You know, we're in business here, and we get a lot of customers that have found our restaurant via the Triple T YouTube channel. So, you know, I would rather the Open Mic be the name that sticks in people's mind when they follow the YouTube channel here, right? And you know, we're just so fortunate. You know, we've got a lot of local veterans, American vets with the VFW that are coming frequently, getting to know them. We've got new people moving to this area that have, you know, looked around Thailand and decided this is the area that they want to make a home as well. And, you know, these are people that followed the YouTube channel for, you know, the last year or so. So the YouTube platform has a very positive impact, you know, because a lot of people are unaware of Rayong province, right? A lot of people are more familiar with the islands and the more, you know, the more famous, well-known areas of Thailand, and obviously Rayong is not one of those. Now, Koh Samet is a famous island of Rayong province, so a lot of people know about that. They go down to Ban Pay and, you know, catch the boat from the pier and go out to the beautiful couples romantic island of Koh Samet. But overall, Rayong City is an amazing city with very modern malls and shopping and great infrastructure and great city, but very few foreigners. I mean, it's a unique Thai city. You don't see any taxis. You see a lot less motorbikes, scooters than you do in other Thai towns. So, you know, again, it's the highest per capita income in all of Thailand, Rayong province. So we feel very confident about the future, and this YouTube channel is a big part of our actual business on the ground here in Phala Ban Chang, Rayong, Thailand. So that's really the purpose of updating the channel, more geared towards promotion, not only of Thailand and respect for the Thai people and their culture and all of that the channel's always been about, but also to promote the business and promote, you know, Rayong province and all of the things that it has to offer, because like I said, we've got people that are moving here, buying properties here. The American that I met yesterday, business owner from Bangkok, is looking for a place outside of the big cities that he can have as a home base, so he's looking to make a purchase here as well. So, you know, I think there's going to be a lot more high quality expats from all over the world that find our area appealing, and they're going to make the same educated decision about where they want to live in Thailand. They're going to travel around, they're going to go south of Thailand, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Isan. They're going to really look things over and then do a comparison and decide where they want to live. Now, a lot of people do want to live by the sea, right? A lot of us always dreamed of living near the sea, especially in our retirement years. So that's one of the great things about our areas. We have so many awesome beaches that are just very, very quiet, as some of you may have seen in the last motor vlog video, just from Payun to Phala, right? Just amazing, amazing, relaxing, comfortable, dead-end road, park-style beach areas, right? So that's one of the great appeals, but also there's just tremendous amount of brand new infrastructure in this area. The brand new motorway, Highway 7, so you don't even have to exit all the way from Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok all the way to Ban Chang at the Utapao exit, right? There's no requirement to exit the motorway. You used to have to exit and take old 36 highway out of Pattaya, but now that motorway is completed and they're expanding the Utapao airport. It's going to be the second largest airport in all of Thailand, so it'll be bigger than Don Muang and Chiang Mai, Hua Hin, Phuket, right? Yeah, and it's very futuristic, and at the same time they're working on that now. This is not speculation. These are signed contracts, right? And then the high-speed rail, what they call the airport link, will be installed too. So these are expected to be completed within about 4 years. So we'll have the second largest airport, very futuristic airport, and the high-speed rail connection as well. So that's, you know, the reason there's so much brand new infrastructure. And looky here, are you going to bed? Alena? You going now? Your key? I don't know, baby. I guess we did have quite a bit of rain. Look at the back of the truck. Not too much, but... I'm not sure, baby. I didn't drive it. But anyway, guys, I hope that, you know, kind of makes all of you that really support this channel. The channel's not about me, right? I certainly don't want it to be about me. I'm just a simple guy, you know, very, very grateful to live in this amazing kingdom of Thailand, right? And, you know, I have a small voice on YouTube, but I think it's going to continue to grow. But the channel is about the viewer. And if we can bring information, a little bit of an enlightenment about the eastern region of Thailand and all that it has to offer, the expansion, you know, the amazing infrastructure, the amazing gated communities with smart houses. This is the smart city of Thailand. There's actually 50,000 government employees working on the smart city project, which basically starts at the Utapao airport here in Phala and goes all the way to Nam Rin beach. So pretty good, I don't know, maybe 20 square kilometers, something like that, is Thailand's smart city. That's why you see even out here on our small rural roads, when they redid the road, they put in all solar cell LED lighting, right? So I mean, it's just everywhere you look around here. Baby, I'll see you soon. Love you. You have another helmet on the back, you know? Oh, for Pinoy? Okay.
Bloody in the kitchen.
Okay.
Sage in the living room. Bloody Becky in your...
Okay, I'll take care of it before I leave. Make sure they're separated. Kickstands down. Okay, baby, be careful. We just love living out here on the quiet road like this. I need to get the gardener. I've got a big tall ladder, but we're gonna have to get these old palm branches that fall off. It's not electrical, it's communication wire here, but those things take forever to rot. They're not going to fall by themselves. They're going to have to be removed and maybe trim up this one here. Alena? Yeah, Nina's salary today, Chai Mai. I'll be there. I'll be there in a little bit. Don't worry. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. Let me check up with you on the chat. I really just, you know I ramble, and sometimes maybe my thoughts don't all connect. So, but I think you get the point. Hopefully, it's coherent enough for you to understand the current situation. It's, you know, to me, my wife's business and the employees that we have and the additional employees that we will have is everything, right? We're just renting a home here, you know, we could buy, but really our baby, our little project is the Open Mic PHALA, right? That's our gig right now, and why not? You know, international travel still not back to normal, so it's kind of nice, you know, and I get to meet new great people all the time that I otherwise wouldn't even have met, you know, that come as customers. So it's just all good in so many ways. Yeah, these palm branches are kind of blocking the view of our little lake here, but this is our favorite area of the house, and you can see how fast the trees and shrubbery is growing up. Like, most of the lake is not visible now. The lake comes all the way over here. I think you can see it. But anyway, really appreciate you guys. Let me check on the chat here, get my long distance glasses off so I can actually read. Oh, we got 25 watching. Thank you guys so much. Jay East is in the house. Thank you, Jay East. Been a while since I seen you, but then again, it's been a while since I went live. Jeff Johnson, the greatest moderator on this channel. Appreciate you so much. No, we have many great moderators. Steve Bynes, thank you. Oh yeah, Steve, isn't it incredible how Thailand, I mean Thai people, especially the ladies, they can go out and harvest stuff that you would never even know was available around you. Incredible. Bad Badger, avocados. Oh yeah, you know, the best avocados that I've ever found in Thailand are at the Tops Market, and we're getting a brand new Tops Market here in Ban Chang. They're coming along quick. It's a brand new Robinson Mall right here on Sukhumvit Road in Ban Chang. The only mall we had before that was our Tesco Lotus Mall, which obviously doesn't have a Tops Market, but Tops Market, amazing avocados. Now, Yin and I have ordered those online. You can buy them. You know, Thai people are big consumers of Facebook groups and business pages on Facebook. I mean, Facebook is king here. I'm telling you, if you want to advertise something for sale, you create a Facebook page, right? That's what you do here. So we've ordered quite a few avocados that way, buying from online. But you know, they're large, and they kind of the shiny, waxy looking surface of the avocado, but we just, you know, we don't find them that great, you know. The ones at Tops Markets are the matte finish avocado, smaller, but absolutely phenomenal tasting. And that's what we like to use on our California omelet. When we do the California omelet, we want fresh guacamole with sour cream on the side, and we buy the avocados from the Tops Market. You can't always get the really good high quality avocados, you know, unless they're in season. But yeah, Tops Market, guys, amazing. Bodo's in the house. Thank you, Bodo. Kevin Chung Noi, hello Kevin, thank you guys. Storekeeper, who is Nina? Nina is our bar manager. Obviously we don't have a bar, but she's also the manager of the breakfast restaurant in the morning. She's our customer service manager, let's put it that way. So she's local. She was born right here in Ban Chang, so she's 35 years old, I believe. We just had her 35th birthday. So very good person to know. She's fluent in English. Worked at a lot of restaurants that have opened and closed, you know, throughout the area. So she brought a lot of customers with her, you know, a lot of locals that know Nina. Yeah, she's recently started a YouTube channel, and her and I are going to do some collaboration, maybe some Thai lessons and English lessons. And I mean, we're just going to do that on her channel. So if you guys are interested, in subscribing to Nina. Right now, she's got a lot of short clip videos, kind of entertaining, little funny videos and stuff on her channel. But we are going to, start doing some collaboration and some language lessons, multilingual English Thai language lessons, and we'll do that together. But we're gonna post them up on her channel. I might, do the first one or so on my channel, and then put Nina's link, like Jeff has shared Nina's link. So I think you'll find some real value. Nina's just a great, big-hearted Thai lady, single mom, right? So we're just happy to have her. She's perfect for our business. Perfect. Bad Badger says, I make salsa fresh, which is great. Then add avocado. Boom. Guacamole. Ooh, mate, you're killing me. Sounds great. Yeah, we make fresh pico de gallo. You guys know originally a Spanish fresh salsa, right? In America, all the pico de gallo fresh made salsa is usually made with jalapeno or habaneros, some form of the Hispanic hot peppers. But here in Thailand, you can't always get those fresh. It'd be a sin to use a pickled jalapeno in a fresh pico de gallo salsa. So we use the big green Thai chilies, so you have that green pepper taste, and of course you can't use too many of them. We de-seed them as well because we don't want it to be too hot, right? But we have that pico de gallo on the side. A lot of people put on top of their scrambled eggs. Comes with every breakfast burrito automatically. Comes with a couple of the omelets are automatically served with the pico de gallo. We have one called the Texan omelet, which is pretty spicy omelet. So anyway, very popular. Not difficult to make. It's all fresh ingredients. The little Roma tomatoes they have here in Thailand are amazing for pico. So yeah, fresh lime juice, fresh cilantro, fresh onion, salt, a few other ingredients. But yeah, I agree, Bad Badger. I mean, with the avocado together with that spicy Spanish salsa, oh my God, great stuff. Great conversation as always, Triple T. Greatly appreciate sharing beautiful Thailand with us and helping folks getting settled there. Hey, my pleasure, Jay. Really, honestly, this thing is always going to be a hobby for me. I don't care about views, subscribers, and I'm on some great mission. I'm going to do a 7-hour live stream to try to get to 3,500 subscribers. I mean, it'll happen when it happens. The channel is basically an extension of our life here in Thailand, and now obviously connected with our on-the-ground tangible business. So, but number one priority really for the channel is to provide what I hope will be useful information to people that are seriously considering relocating over here. So it's more of an expat channel. We're not a travel tourist channel or anything like that. I got some interviews coming up with some new people that have moved into the area. I think that'll be helpful. You guys have seen the TDN and family playlist on the channel. Great people that came in from the UK with amazing story. So things like that, I think are helpful to, the broader audience. Those expats that are already here in Thailand, like Tony, Bad Badger, and so many of us that decide to create a YouTube channel, kind of, the same thing. It's all about helping other people if we can, right? That's really the only reason for creating a channel. I have no aspirations to make a big revenue stream out of YouTube. That may happen one of these days, who knows? But if it does happen, obviously it's going to be connected to the Open Mic PHALA. So, that's a good thing, right? I always say when you're in business, all press is good press, even if it's bad. It's good because people hear open mic. Oh yeah, I didn't know there was actual homemade American breakfast in Thailand. Wow, I got to go check that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all good. I appreciate you saying that, Jay East. I mean, that's really, truly the intent of the channel. Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. We're all human. You get passionate. You feel like you've been personally attacked. You feel like you got to fight back, right? But, lessons learned, and you move on. So peace and love and unity shall prevail. But look, YouTube is what it is. It's social media, right? There's a lot of people on YouTube here in Thailand that I'm not going to be friends with. I mean, it's just the way it works. I mean, I was a general contractor building houses. It doesn't mean every general contractor that built houses had to be, you know, friends because we had that shared thing, right? It's just not real world stuff. So I don't have anything against any other YouTube creators or anything like that. But this channel is not about collaboration, networking, you know, trying to be who's who and friends just because somebody else has a YouTube channel. You know, I have real genuine friends that also happen to be YouTube channel creators, but that's not why we're friends. It may have been how we met or whatever, but we're friends because, you know, here in the real world, we like each other and we have a lot of shared interest, right? And we have a lot of respect for Thailand. We're grateful to live here, so we have a lot of things in common. But there's others that, you know, are on YouTube that, you know, I mean, we just don't have any shared interest. We just, you know, and but look, you know, to each their own. Everybody can do whatever they want to, but I just don't, you know, it's kind of something you learn about social media. I personally don't have any agendas, especially when I meet someone new and gain a new friendship. There's no agenda at all. But then you find out others have agendas, right? Well, you know, then you just kind of chalk it off as a lesson learned and move on, right? That's basically all it comes down to. So, you know, I just hope the channel continues to, you know, evolve and become smarter and more business minded. And that's, you know, that's on your humble host to make sure that, you know, the progress is upward, right? Just the same as our business here. Everything is upward and onward. But I think it's important for people to know that, look, you know, YouTube channel creators in Thailand are not all gonna be great buddies and pals. You know what I mean? It's just not real world stuff, right? So, you know, if people think that, you know, they see my comments on another channel and they're like, oh my God, I hate that channel. And then they, you know, want to unsubscribe to my channel. It's like, you know, go ahead. It's like, I'm not going to do anything different than what I do, right? If people make judgments, you know, guilt by association, all this crap, you'd be surprised how many of my good friends will not comment on my channel anymore because they're worried about being attacked by trolls or something, right? It's crazy. That's just social media, but it's not real world, right? It's not real life here. So, you know, I've learned now you don't take any of it personally. It's social media. There's a lot of online, you know, sleaze out there. People just got nothing better to do than sit in front of a keyboard with, you know, multiple monitors in front of them all day and leave bad comments and go give thumbs down. It's childish nonsense, right? You won't find me participating in it. You won't find any of the people that moderate this channel participating in it, right? So we've learned, try to just ignore and not give them any airtime, because again, this channel is for the viewers, for the subscribers, for the serious people that want to know information about Thailand. Those people could care less about childish drama on social media. They don't want to hear it, right? And I got to keep it off the channel. You know, I've made these comments before, and then, you know, sometimes you feel like you got to fight back when your business interest is, you know, being attacked or whatever, right? So we did that. We swung back. We fought back and tried to defend our reputation, you know, and so hopefully we won't have to redo that. Hopefully we won't continue to be attacked as a business here, right? But obviously some of you know what I'm talking about. And, you know, there comes a time where you have to stand up. You have to fight back, right? So, you know, that it is what it is. But look, we appreciate all you guys. We really, really do. I mean, we're always just going to continue to be honest here. And that is can be a fault, right? If you're a little bit too honest at times. But, you know, it just is what it is. YouTube is an extension of our life and now our business here in Thailand. So that's all it is. We're not in the social media game or collaboration or networking or big meetups, and you know, that's not what YouTube is for us, right? When I first got into YouTube, I didn't realize, you know, the associations that you can make, you know, trying to benefit your channel or do whatever, and then it turns out to be, you know, maybe some people you never would have been involved with. And so, like I say, lesson learned. And you know, people either enjoy the channel for what it is and follow and maybe share with their friends, And we appreciate that. If you find a little short clip video or whatever video you might happen to like, one of the cooking videos, and you share it up on your social media, and you know, maybe new people hit the subscribe button because they're like, hey, I kind of dig this channel, the style of it or whatever, right? Then that's awesome. That's all we would ask any of you to do, is to share something, right? There's no join button, there's no PayPal, there's no super chat. I just ended it all because I get tired of being accused of somebody that's trying to use YouTube as some, you know, phony, pretentious thing to try to raise funds for me, and you know what I mean? So you just eliminate all that. It's just the funds that are raised are the customers that come to our business and tip our staff, right? That's the real world. We don't care about all this other YouTube nonsense. And, you know, I think the channel's going to do well over time, but, you know, we're patient. We're not worried about it. I'm not keeping track of sub counts and getting up every day, right? I like to post up on the community tab to keep you guys updated with what's going on with the channel, right? Because we like to be transparent. A lot of you may want to start a YouTube channel. It's a grind, right, to get to that 1,000 subscribers and all that. So anything I can do to help somebody that's, you know, wanting to start a YouTube channel, anything we can do to help anyone, we're going to do that. You know, I get emails, private messages. I try to respond to them all, right? So anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope that everyone feels like they're updated. Yes, and Triple D is very, very popular. His new little short clip video for Triple D, 2.8, you know, 2,800 views, right? So it's awesome, man. It's good stuff. It's heartwarming, right? It's refreshing to hear your point of view about your channel. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you, DT. And DT, I'm the first guy to say I'm flawed, right? I'm not infallible, right? I've made mistakes on this channel, right? I've gotten passionate. Oh, you want to come after me, huh? That's who Thomas is. That's the, you know, that's my, you know, you really, you know, if somebody wants to come up face to face and talk all this crap like they do on the comments of the YouTube channel, they're going to have a little issue, right? Man to man kind of thing. But then you have to realize, oh shit, it's just so much of troll. One troll can leave 100 messages, literally. Like, it's unbelievable. So nobody knows that. I think we're all kind of naive, you know, in social media to a certain degree, and especially people that didn't know anything about YouTube, decide to create a channel, share their life with their family back home, and it's morphed into this, being connected to a business, completely naive, had no idea that you were just gonna, you know, get all of these personal attacks. But now I know, you know, but like I say, I'm the first guy to say, I'm sorry, right? If I offended anybody, I've said it before, but look, you know, I'm still gonna be the guy that fights back. You know, you come after my business, my wife's future, and you try to defame that, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say, yeah, I'm going to stand up against that. You betcha. Personal attacks on me, who cares? Who cares? I get people send me links of these ignorant farang here in Thailand that are making videos all drunk and stupid, people I would never watch. They send me the links, hey, they're talking about you. And I'm like, I don't care what they say, right? Who cares, right? But I do care when it comes to defamation against the business. Now, that's something I care very much about, right? So I appreciate you, DT. I appreciate all you guys. I think I've rambled enough. Sorry I didn't follow the chat that well this morning, but I really wanted to get the updates out there for everybody. HNT says, you're the real deal. Triple T, thank you. Thank you. You know, I think you can go back and watch the oldest videos on this channel, and it's kind of the same guy, right? I've learned a lot. I hope the content is improved and stuff like that, but yeah, man, I'm not being pretentious. I just am who I am. You know, the old saying, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not, right? I'm just not going to be showing people something for the sake of, you know, hey, you can have this great life for $500 a month in Thailand, or, you know, all the stuff that you see on YouTube. This channel is just never going to be that. We're just going to be real with the viewers and hopefully provide something of value that people enjoy watching. I really try to hone down on my editing skills and take time, and right. But I know the battery's going to die, so let's go ahead and close this out. Bad Badger says, I'm the same, Scott. Don't monetize my videos. Small following. The channel goes where it goes. As long as I enjoy it, then I will continue. Well said, Tony. I feel the exact same way. couldn't have said it any better, guys. If you want to know exactly why a lot of people create a YouTube channel, look at that comment. That's it, man. That's it. And I do enjoy it. I really, really do enjoy it. So despite some of the drama and tribulation that you've seen, we're kind of, oh, we're in this game now, aren't we? You're going to come after me and my wife's business. I'm going to, bah, right? I'm going to pull your little pants down. I'm going to, yeah, I engaged in a bunch of childish crap. I don't want that on my channel, but, you know, it just is what it is. Like Badger said, as long as I enjoy it, I'm going to keep doing it. Well, guess what? I very much still enjoy doing it. So, but does that mean I haven't made mistakes? Absolutely not, right? I'm not a proud man. My dad was a proud man. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That era, he was a Korean vet. And, you know, I have a lot of pride, but I carry a lot of humility because I'm disabled, right? I deal with a lot of things that people don't even understand. So I'm very, very humble, right? And I'm very capable of making mistakes and admitting that I make mistakes. But at the same time, I can justify some of the things, right? It's kind of a counter reaction. It's not me just creating something out of whole cloth, right? Things come our way and don't know how to handle it, so we, you know, we make mistakes too, and we play the little game of social media, right? And you know, we engage with those people, right? We're trying to, oh, you, and then you realize, the hell am I doing? These people don't even matter. Well, anyway, it's a lesson learned. I think it's a good lesson for anybody that's thinking about starting a YouTube channel. This kind of stuff you're going to run into. You can take the sweetest guy or gal on YouTube, right, that never do anything controversial. Go look, see how many thumbs down they got, right? It's crazy. People just are online, right? Who can I, you know, disrupt today? Who can I? It's just, but you learn, not if you don't participate in it and you ignore it, then you're better off, and the viewers are better off, because I know you people certainly don't want to hear any of that crap, right? So, yeah, we're learning as we go. But anyway, peace and love to everyone. Thank you so much for all of your support. The Triple N's appreciate it. We appreciate it, and we'll be here. We'll be here for a long, long time, guys. We're confident of it. We can make it through this difficult time when things are reopened, which we're thinking October is going to be the grand opening of the bar again, and we don't anticipate it ever being closed after that, just because, you know, we've evolved and we have the protections, and Thailand's come a long ways, and they know how much the economy is suffering, right? So I think they're gonna allow the national orders to expire on the entertainment, and then pretty much that probably, one never knows, probably will be the last shutdown, I would think. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Right here, Phala, Thailand, our little piece of paradise. There's plenty of paradise all over this amazing country, so come find yours. And Tony, me and the bike are ready to roll, so hopefully soon, brother, we will be getting together. I'll be coming your way. Looking forward to it. Thank you all for watching.